What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Young Brothers Presents
Geeks on Fleek.
I'm DeMarcus, aka GDX.
And what to do is your boy Dominik, aka DYoungPromos.
And this is episode 3 of
Geeks on Fleek.
Alright, well, we're going to make this a little short because we have a lot of topics this time in this episode. And, well, let's face it, man, this is going to be a Marvel-centric episode with just a little bit of other stuff peppered in.
Yep.
Alright, well, topic number 1. Over the past week, some Marvel, well, you know the internet, they're going to notice everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't hide anything from the internet.
Not from the internet. What did they find out? Well, the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, they've noticed they are notable omissions. You see, there's these Marvel Comics posters, and you might see them. These posters are really cool. I like them. They pretty much feature the major stars of the Marvel Universe in one big group shot.
Yep. And,
you know, it's really cool. And the original one showed all the Marvel characters of the time and standing on a, big Marvel logo. And it looks really cool. In fact, I have the very first one they put out. I have that signed by Stan Lee. At any rate, well, there was a second one put out like a few years ago. Now it had, the Marvel characters of the day. But this one, there are some notable omissions. And the big thing, X-Men and Fantastic Four characters are missing. I mean, they are gone. Now, you look at the first line of the characters, you see Guardians of the Galaxy,
the Avengers.
Yep.
You pretty much are seeing some of the superstars of the upcoming Secret War series from what I've seen.
Miles Morales
was up there.
I think the current female Thor.
Yeah, the female Thor was there.
He's on there. So yeah. What do you want us to say about this? Now, well there are some licensors, and because I know what I want to say, but I don't want to jump into that just yet. There are some licensors and there's artists that have, they've been given word that they have gotten the edict from Marvel not to use the Fantastic Four and the X-Men characters and stuff. But, however, at NYC Special Edition Con is going on right now of New York, some creators are maintaining that there isn't an embargo of sorts, So let's just kind of break this down a little bit. I mean, so the creators say there isn't. But we're seeing less and less
promotion of the X-Men and Fantastic Four characters.
Mm-hmm. Except for a few. Like, Wolverine, they can't...
Yeah, Wolverine, you can't try to, decrease his value.
Yeah, because he's just a part of the Marvel Universe. I mean, he's a major character.
He is so popular.
But it's like, look, here's my take on this whole thing. If I was in charge of Marvel, honestly, I'd be doing the same damn thing.
I know, same here, right? Same here. It's true. It's pretty much, yes, they are doing some dirty macking, but let's be, let's be honest here. I mean, yeah, I would do the same thing too because I want those characters to be part of,
bring them back
Marvel.
home.
Yeah, I want them home. I want them to be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, just bring them all home. I know there's naysayers to that whole thing. That they're saying that, there's a lot of... Just imagine if Marvel had all the movies under one camp, it'd be kind of difficult. And yeah, we kind of saw some of the downside when Spider-Man kind of came back home and Black Panther and those other ones got pushed back. But I don't know. It's just from what I've seen, the X-Men movies that have come out are okay. But I just want them back home in Marvel. Because I feel that they'll put the talent and the creators behind it.
I think Marvel, they're training people to the point of, they train people to the point of, okay, is it part of the MCU or not?
Mm-hmm.
And you are kind of, you are starting to see it like, okay, like Days of Future Past. Yeah, people say that was a good movie. People say it's a decent movie, but imagine if that was part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Oh, then the opinions probably would have changed. Everybody would have been like, oh, it was the greatest movie ever,
Yeah, and, it's not that we want to see the Avengers and X-Men movies, Hey, now an A versus X movie down the line might be kind of cool, but, but we want them back home. And, I think we both can agree on that we don't want them to straight kill the X-Men and Fantastic Four characters. We just give them back. Yeah. Or maybe even they can sign a deal. Yeah. Like Spider-Man. That'd be cool too.
That's what I was about to say. I think that seriously, Fox, just you kind of take the L like Sony was. Not really an L, because at the end of the day,
it's gonna be a win for Sony.
Yeah, it's gonna be a win because when Sony decide to collaborate with Marvel, they still get to decide on the fate of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
it's just now they got the MCU brand, and Fox, you could do the same thing too.
So X-Men and Fantastic Four, yeah. While there might not be a conspiracy as it's being made out, because the Thing supposedly is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy, the comic. Wolverine. There's a couple Wolverine.
Yeah.
Old Man Logan. X-23 has a decidedly more Wolverine look.
Outfit.
I don't think they're going to kill off the characters completely.
Oh,
but
no.
Come on, let's bring them back home. Marvel is just, the controversy this week is crazy. This one, I can see the controversy though. So, Marvel released the teaser images. Marvel is just dropping these teaser images left and right, featuring some quote-unquote all-new, all-different, that's kind of the catchphrase, characters representing post-Secret Wars change in these characters. Now, they show a nice little eclectic blend of characters. We got Captain Falcon. We got the current Thor. We got Miles Morales.
Spider-Gwen is up in there.
Spider-Gwen, of course. But there's one character who just kind of makes you raise an eyebrow, and it's Red Wolf.
Yeah, he sticks out. He pretty much sticks out like a sore thumb amongst all these costume characters.
Now, the art in question is from David Marquez, and I love the artwork, actually. So, this whole thing, we're not bashing the artwork. He's an artist out of Austin.
And the artwork is beautiful.
And one thing I like about his artwork, just a little side note, I like that he's not representing these characters as steroid freaks. And,
he's giving them realistic proportions.
Nice natural builds, and that's cool. So, David, we're not bashing your artwork. Great artwork. Only thing is, Red Wolf looks a little questionable.
Yes, he do.
Here's the thing. A lot of people, myself included, don't like that representation of the character. Because let's look at it. You've got Kamala Khan.
Yes, she's like Muslim American, right?
Yeah, she's
Muslim American character. Mm-hmm. And you look at her costume, yes, you can see a bit of her culture in her costume, but she's not wearing like a stereotypical Muslim outfit.
Yeah, Muslim garb or anything like that.
She still looks like a superhero amongst all the other characters.
Yeah, Captain America, aka Falcon, he's not rocking a big chain around his neck. Now, some people argue that it's gonna take place in in an 1800 story, from that section of Battle World, I think.
Yeah, I think was 1872, right?
I'm not sure. I
think so. But even then, there's some people that point out that there's some historical inaccuracies with that. I think from what you read and what you even mentioned, you said that
Red Wolf wouldn't even look like that.
Yeah, he would be wearing more like European garb.
Yeah, and if this is the post Secret Wars, wouldn't he have an updated outfit? But saying that, maybe it does take place in the past, but that still doesn't cover that. But maybe he does get an upgraded costume. It's just in this promo image that probably wasn't the best representation of Red Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Red Wolf is it's like Marvel.
It's like Marvel, Marvel. You gotta do good with some of your stuff, and then all of a sudden, just those one little thing happened.
Mm-hmm, just those little.
Y'all make those little mistakes.
And it's kind of funny, this would have been cool, like I said, if they just would have just watched that. Because I don't think Marvel's evil. I don't think they intended anything with this. Intended. You know, but we can't have, like, no offense, folks, we just can't have that engine.
Yeah.
You know, with the loincloth or whatever.
Because
nah.
Yeah, I think it's true. Honestly, the best thing like Marvel could have done before they even did this character, but see, like you said, it's still up in the air if it's taking place in the past or whatnot, is they should have just had a consultant.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or if they knew somebody that's, you know, that's Native American, you know, ask them, you know. Ask them and be like, okay, how do the modern day Native American look now? What are they wearing? Are they still showing aspects of their culture within the modern day outfit?
Exactly.
And there wouldn't be nothing wrong with it. And it wouldn't have taken away this, it wouldn't have taken away the superhero aspect of the character. Like as we said, look at Kamala Khan.
Because one thing, not Marvel related, but I remember when Devil's Due Publishing, back when they published G.I. Joe, and I liked how they updated his costume, because how they updated Spirit, aka Iron Knife Charlie, Charles Iron Knife, how they updated his costume, I liked it. But it had just a little bit of his culture, but he wore like this black stealth outfit, and it was really cool. Shitty action figure for it, but it was cool because out of all the Joe characters, he got the worst because he was so stereotypical with the big surprise loincloth. And the boot fringe, and it was just but Marvel's not evil. Now I would like to see the Native American community, how they respond to this.
Yeah, I think that would be the before we can all get really super angry at them. Let's see how the Native American community feels about this. Let's ask a Native American, and heck, and Marvel, if let's say that a Native American want to consult about that character, I would definitely let them consult. It'd be a good look for you, Marvel.
Yeah, definitely. More controversy from Marvel.
I know.
Damn, Marvel.
I know people like, dang, you had a DC centric episode, the first episode, and now you got this Marvel centric episode, but there's problems with this.
There's problems, yeah. More Marvel, more problems. So, this past week, Marvel released. You remember Marvel owned Star Wars, right?
Yep.
Marvel released Star Wars #6. Oh my God. Okay, first, there is a spoiler alert with this.
Yes. You hear that first. You heard it from GDX. Spoiler alert.
So, if you haven't read that book, don't keep listening.
And if you listen,
it's your own damn fault.
It's your own damn fault. And you're going to have to change your name to Nestless.
Because you're going to be crunchy.
Already.
So, Marvel released Star Wars #6. At the end of the book, oh man, there is a shocking title, shocking occurrence,
Yeah,
what happened? What happened?
Pretty much, we get hit with a wham shot of this woman, who pretty much says she's Han Solo's wife. She introduced herself as Sana Solo.
She landed in her ship right when Han Solo and Leia were embracing.
Yeah.
And
shit. She was talking about some serious blocking right there.
And I was gonna say African American. Well, she's whatever African American looking human. We don't know what they call.
Yeah, we don't know what they call in Star Wars. We know they look human, but they probably don't have the same terms as us. It's probably be another subject.
That'd be another subject. What do you call black people in Star Wars? Hey, there we go. But at any rate, this ending, wow, man. This ending, I think for a lot of people, especially the Star Wars faithful, the Star Wars diehards, represents this one instance, this one incident, represents what a lot of people had fears in Disney. That, owning Star Wars, that they would shake they would shake the status quo up like this. Mm-hmm. They would add new characters in, and I think some people were kind of fooling themselves. Like I think they'll just add a couple new supporting Jedis and maybe some new Sith Lords here and there.
But this way,
they won't change things up. Now, this comic book happens shortly after the explosion of the Death Star. So, yeah. So, I think, I want to look that up. But if I'm not mistaken, it's placed in there. And so that means Han has been lying with a side chick.
Yeah.
This whole damn time.
Well, the best up part is Leia is the, from what it looks like, either.
Oh, Leia's the side chick. What the hell am I saying?
Yeah, Leia's the side chick. I mean,
yeah, Leia's the side chick. What am I talking about, man?
I mean, man.
Damn, Leia. Wow.
And it ain't, and really, it doesn't do Han Solo any favors. Honestly, I think for me and a lot of, other Star Wars fans, it ruins what made the Han Leia relationship so special. Because you gotta think, people, like, okay, in the first, the first half of the first, in the beginning of Star Wars, the first two movies, Han Solo, we know that he was just kind of a rapscallion. He was a ruffian. He seemed like he had something, dark about him. That there was, that this dude, he was the salt of the salt, basically.
But he could be redeemed.
He could be redeemed.
He hadn't done nothing too bad. Because, I mean, people that he's blasted, he shot Greedo.
Yep.
But, and that was that whole thing with that. But, look where he was rolling through, man. He was in that 1313's frame of mind.
Yeah. And I think when you were like dealing with, cats like, Greedo and Jabba the Hutt and all that.
You're getting hunted by Boba Fett.
You gotta be about that life. That's the truth. You gotta be about that life in a galaxy far away.
About that life in a galaxy far, far away. Hell yeah. So that didn't really look bad for Han, but man, it's just something about a cheater like that, man.
Yeah, and then it's just like you can't look at I know Harrison Ford probably don't care because
he paid.
But he's paid. But I'm just like, man, I just it makes
it's
him
icky.
It's icky, and it just makes him look like a low down dirty dog.
Now, of course, that was a cliffhanger. That was the big wham shot, the cliffhanger. So we don't know how Sana fits into this. Some people were saying that she could be, her character could have been represented in the films. There's a deleted scene where Han is, I think, where he's talking in the bar, in the bar to Obi-Wan and Luke.
Oh yeah.
And there's a woman. He kind of had like this chick beside him, kind of like they were all he's doing his pimp thing. And so they're saying, but she looks nothing like the character in that book. So it's just kind of, it's weird. So we'll see. And I'm sure we're gonna get back on Sana Solo in a couple episodes or two after the book the next issue comes out. And but this is the kind of stuff.
People were this type of stuff people were worried about. I was like, oh man, what else you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying?
What do it Star Wars? Oh, yeah. It's rough. It really is, because Star Wars really didn't need Disney's help to go to places that what I mean.
Star Wars was already
Lucasfilm. That was its
Star
thing.
Wars, Star Wars was one of the few things that it could still be timeless. Mm-hmm. It didn't need it didn't need any rejiggering or anything. It didn't really need any like status quo changes like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, and what's weird is like it's still like, and even during the even as time passes on, Star Wars was still able to stay true to itself.
So yeah,
and so
it's like making those.
It's like
changes.
Don't do that. Like
now, I've liked some of the stuff. Like I liked Rebels. I love Rebels. No, let me get it straight. I love Rebels. I'm gonna probably be. I'm not gonna be in line like with the damn amiibos, but I will most likely get the Star Wars stuff from for Disney Infinity. Yes, play that with my kids. Sue me. It looks really good. Now, mind you, I don't like paying $100 for a new damn version of Disney Infinity, because that really bugs me. Every time they get a new set of characters, they're gonna fucking make a new version of Disney Infinity you have to buy. But I digress. But yeah, it's just some weird stuff going on with Disney, and this is a shocker. If they wanted to generate they wanted to generate some, they wanted to generate controversy. They want to generate some, some talk. This is definitely it. Santa Solo is definitely making an impact. Our next topic, Marvel controversy.
I know people like God.
But Marvel is getting people talking this week though.
Yeah, that's the
thing.
Talking. Sometimes you pretty much you gotta do some controversial stuff to make people pay attention.
And
and I mean it's not causing any harm to anybody. That's a good thing there.
But I'll be damned if these nerds, fellow nerds and fellow geeks, you would think that it was causing some kind of harm. I'm like, look, this shit can be rebooted if it's really bad,
or retcon the hell out.
Or guess what? Even ignored.
Yeah, because it has happened, people, before.
You can ignore shit, pick and choose. I mean, hell, they pick and choose from Boba Fett. He came from that really shitty Christmas special. They picked it out.
Yep.
I'm like, we'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take that, but you can forget the rest of the shit.
Other bullshit has to go. It's simple. But Marvel and their controversy, another controversy. At NYC Special Edition, they announced, get this, cosplayer variant covers for their comics coming out in September. I like it, but there has been a little bit of a backlash with a vocal minority just like, cosplayers on the cover of Marvel Comics? What the fuck? Come on, man. Come on.
Seriously, y'all. If you're hating on that type of concept, and you're hating on the cosplayers, yeah, y'all fuck boys, okay? That's real talk. Y'all are some fuck boys, because this right here is this cosplay variant deal. It's huge
in the cosplay community.
Yes, and it's a win-win for both the cosplayers and Marvel. Because for the cosplayer, it's gonna give them a sense of prestige, almost like a Sports Illustrated front cover thing,
Maxim cover.
Yeah,
and I think it's great. And I mean, who the hell else is gonna run covers like that? Cosplay community, they get their shit from comics.
Yeah.
Across the geek and nerd sphere, they get their ideas from that. So it makes perfect sense. And, as DYoungPromos was, pointing out, before we started recording, that it's not like this has been the first time they've put photo covers.
Because this has been happening. This has been happening like way back in the 90s. It's happened with you mentioned Vampirella, and there's been so many different models, and then
with Julie Strain and all the different Vampirella models. Yeah, they've had photo variants. Evangeline from Rob Liefeld.
Yep, Kathy Critz. Oh my god. Sorry about that, folks.
So yeah, miscue. At any rate, but there has been photo covers, so it's not a big thing. And the funny thing is, now that I think about it, they weren't cosplay covers per se, but Marvel actually did some really slick looking covers. They were photo covers back in the 80s. And I'm going to show on our video version of this on YouTube. I'm going to show those covers, but they looked really cool. So it's like, why are you tripping? And the big thing is variants. That's the big word.
Yeah,
they're variants.
They're variant. This is not the main. This is not the main cover, folks. So if you don't like it, just move on.
You don't buy it. And if you're a completist, stop being a fucking completist and save some money.
Goodness gracious.
Because it's like they're tripping over variant covers.
And they're hating on the cosplayers. The very people that help, companies that help comic book companies like Marvel.
Yeah. Let's wind back to the cosplayer part of this whole thing. Cosplayers, let's face it, they are more or less, they're mainstream for the most part, but not really mainstream, but they are an important component, especially to the convention scene.
Yes.
You know, because if you can't, because one thing that's kind of cool is if you don't want to pay a whole bunch of money to pose with the celebrities there, you could, you know,
you got that cosplay.
You got those cosplayers there. You can still have some great photos of your, you know, having fun at the con. I love cosplayers. They add a great atmosphere to conventions.
And then they're kind of like a good, you know, they're kind of like a good promo too for that character. Honestly, cosplayers, they're like an unofficial street team for a lot of just anything, you know, popular in geek culture. If you want to know what's on and popping, you know, within the year, look at your cosplayers.
Yeah,
you can go to all the different pages. You can go, you know, go to Instagram. You know, you can even go to things like Aisle 9, MTV Geek, and you'll see it. They're a good gauge of what's hot.
Now I'm sure there might be some, you know, people like to point out the bad stuff, you know, and I'm sure there might be some competition. We do understand from some of, you know, from some cosplayers we follow that it has gotten a little bit catty, you know, but that's to be expected. Whenever something gets on a certain level, it's just gonna happen, especially if there's something at stake. But I don't think that's gonna hurt the cosplay community. I think it's gonna be definitely a boon for the cosplay community. Whoever gets featured on those covers, they're gonna get some notice and they're gonna get some some good recognition.
Shine.
Yeah, they're gonna get some shine. Hopefully Marvel breaks them off with some change, with some skrill. With
that dollar bill, y'all.
Exactly. Cash rules everything around me and these cosplayers too. So I hope Marvel takes care of them, and it looks good. And besides, it's just for September. If it doesn't work, you don't have to see them again.
Yeah, this is just a test run, folks.
But I want them to catch on.
Yes,
That's a great variant
because there's so many popular cosplayers out there. Like you got Ivy Doom Kitty, you got Belle Cher, you got Sonny Erlin, and you got Tanya Tate.
and those, you know, I would love them as the, you know, Ivy Doom Kitty, like as Dr. Doom Kitty.
Would be awesome,
cool.
or as Psylocke would be awesome, or Sonny Erlin, who's been killing it as Silk. I mean, it'd be cool to see her Silk, and then Tanya Tate as Emma Frost.
That'd be cool. Has she done one as Emma Frost? Okay, and she did, and she's perfect.
And then Belle Cher, you know, she's done the female Thor.
She's done female Thor. Wow, I got to catch up on my cosplay.
But yeah, this would be, you know, this would be a great opportunity for cosplayers like them, and even, you know, cosplayers that are just up and coming. And it just helps cosplayers, you know, pretty much having the prestige of this will help a lot of cosplayers step their game up, because they're gonna be like, man,
I gotta make the Marvel cover.
I gotta make that Marvel cover, man.
And there's really no need for cattiness in this whole thing, because guess what? There's another month. There's other months. You know, so I think that's really cool. Now, let's switch it up from Marvel just a bit, because Marvel is just getting all that shine on this episode, man. They're getting all this shine. They're gonna have to pay us. They have to pay us. But let's switch it up to video games. This is more my thing. So just listen to me around for a bit. Ride with me. Just vibe with me for a minute. The World Video Game Hall of Fame, they announced their first 6 inductees. Yes, the World Video Game Hall of Fame, that does exist, and I'm glad it exists, because gaming it's a huge part of the culture now. You know, you got your 30-somethings around my age, you know, who've grown up with video games. So you're going to get that first generation. We're going to be the first generation of seniors still gaming. I can guarantee you. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I think a new market, as we get older, as we become seniors, especially as Gen Xers and older Gen Yers, I think there will be a new market emerging. So, you know, for senior gamers, I think that's the case. And, you know, so that's that. But, yes, World Video Game Hall of Fame, the first 6 inductees. Now, these games are... Now, I looked at a lot of comments where this news was posted at, and a lot of people had their own picks. But I think these picks, these 6 games, do represent cultural and cultural milestones and definitely big milestones in industry. We've got Pong. I mean, Pong, like, Pong was huge back in the day. Now, I might argue that, Pong, it came from Tennis for Two, that original thing, but that wasn't, I don't know what the criteria is, and let's face it, more people played Pong than Tennis for Two, the original thing. Then Pac-Man. Nick, you're not a gamer, but come on, Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, everybody's played Pac-Man.
That's a must. I mean, hell, anybody can pick it up, Pac-Man.
Yeah.
It's at, I know, just around the corner from where we are, there's a laundromat with a Pac-Man and a Miss Pac-Man. At a corner store, you still get Pac-Man.
Or even at a bar,
mm-hmm.
You'll see a Pac-Man game.
Yeah, a Pac-Man game, and it definitely deserves inclusion there. And I would say it was the first character to be, that
to be the face of a game and company.
Yeah, like Mario and Sonic after that. Next up, Tetris. Tetris is like the video game for everybody.
Yeah,
it's not offensive. It does get a little difficult as you level up. You can be a hardcore Tetris gamer, or you can just be like, I pick it up every now and then to pass time. Tetris definitely deserves to be on there. Super Mario Brothers for the NES. Everybody knows that song. Yep. You can just hum the first few notes of that. Everybody's gonna know it. It introduced Mario. Well, it didn't introduce Mario, but it put the side-scrolling platformers on the map.
Yep.
And there's a great video on YouTube talking about how Super Mario Brothers 1 just kind of introduced you to the game mechanics of...
without even giving you instructions.
Yeah. It's just natural. It's a natural flow of things. Yeah. And so Super Mario Brothers, great. Doom. I'm not a big first-person shooter person. I know Nick definitely is not a fan of it.
Nope.
But Doom, when I was in college, Doom just like captured our attention. I played the hell out of Doom.
Heck, I seen you playing the game when I was a little kid. I was spectating.
When it came out on Super Nintendo, yes, it was horribly crippled and slow, but I still played the shit out of it. I played it in college. Everybody did. Doom is just so huge. And, Doom, another thing that Doom was very, very integral in was the modding community, because there was Doom Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, that was huge.
I forgot about that. Yes, there would be different variations of Doom.
Mm-hmm. Different variations of Doom. So Doom definitely deserves to be there. And then last but not least, number 6, World of Warcraft.
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not. We don't play the game much, but we can see why it's on there.
I mean, hell, it had commercials on TV with celebrities.
Yes.
Yeah.
With Mr. T and the
I'm
Night
Mr. T and I'm a Night Elf Mohawk.
A Night Elf Mohawk.
That was my shit,
to the Gregory Brothers.
The Gregory Brothers. Yeah. Because, that was the Gregory Brothers. Yeah, that was their redo of the thing. That was cool. And, there's been quite a few MMO RPGs, but, over time.
But World of Warcraft is just
it. Yeah.
That's usually the first name that come out when you think of these type of games.
And last time I checked, I know there's other fans of other ones, but there wasn't a South Park episode on any of the other ones. It was World of Warcraft, and then World of Warcraft spawned the Guild. It provided Felicia Day with the inspiration to do the Guild.
And shout out to Felicia Day and Geek on Sundry.
Oh, Geek and Sundry, yes, no doubt.
I said Geek on Sundry. Geek and Sundry.
Yeah, so yeah, those are a great inaugural 6.
And it's understandable why they're the inaugural 6, because
all of
these games, they all had a cultural impact.
Yeah, not just in the gaming industry.
Not in the gaming industry, but just in pop culture in general.
And they've been around quite some time. Because, I saw a lot of people were, the big one that I saw was Minecraft.
And it's like,
Minecraft is important, and it's starting to seep into the culture.
Yes.
But
you gotta, but you gotta let it, you gotta give it a few years or so. You gotta give it a decade. And that's the thing with these games. A decade or more has passed for a lot of these games.
No, I would say the youngest at 20 years. I would say on this list, the youngest would be World of Warcraft.
It's the baby of the group.
Yeah, it's the youngster of the group. But the other one, it's the youngster of the group. But yeah, you know, these have all, you know, they have stood the test of time. World of Warcraft still being played by millions upon millions. Pong, not so much. But you know, Pac-Man, Tetris, Mario, Super Mario Brothers, those they always get new versions.
Yeah,
they're always across different platforms.
And you even see them on social networks.
Doom, you know, the impact of Doom is felt with more first-person shooters now. That shitty movie, we're sorry, Doom. No pass on that. But yeah.
Well, you know, funny. That's funny you mentioned Doom. That's funny you talked about that Doom movie because you all remember who was in the Doom movie, right? The Rock.
The big twist, yeah.
Yes, The Rock, and probably one of the finest twists ever in the movie.
He was the villain.
And
you remember when he died?
Yes, he was like, I'm not supposed to die. That was the best lampshade ever in.
That was dope. That was the only dope thing in a shitty movie. Well,
the
first
FPS
person
thing was good too.
The FPS mode was cool, but at that point the movie was too fucking little, too fucking late. Sorry for the language, folks, but Doom. I was chomping at the bit for that movie. But The Rock.
And talking about The Rock.
What's The Rock gonna do?
What's The Rock gonna do? Oh, man. He's gonna be in the Big Trouble in Little China remake.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here, folks. Big Trouble in Little China remake. But I don't think we gotta worry about anybody raging or losing their minds over this situation. It's The Rock.
It's The Rock.
So any of you haters, know your role. Shut your
damn mouth. There you go. The Rock, man, or Dwayne Johnson, but we don't mess The Rock. Man, him in Big Trouble in Little China. He's just the guy that you put in everything. And he has the personality for that type of situation. Yeah. To be that kind of sort of macho, slightly dickish, fish out of water type character. Mm-hmm. And he's gonna be good. I think the only thing is Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's build, I liked, not just pause. Yeah. That type of hero, The Rock is jacked. Yeah. He's a big dude, and the problem is there's not everybody. I think he's about 6'4", 6'5". Not everybody's 6'4", 6'5", so he might tower over a lot of people. And so I hope they kind of ramp up the danger factor to to match that. Maybe he can get a little lean because we don't need him. We do not need him in Fast and the Furious shape. Oh shit! Like if he is swole to that level,
it's just like
it ain't no Big Trouble in Little China.
It might as well be SmackDown Chinatown edition.
So yeah. And I'm sure more info will come out about him in Big Trouble in Little China. I don't have any problem with it.
No,
and from my understanding, any negative backlash to that announcement was they're making a fucking remake.
That's probably was the like. At first, it's funny because at first when I heard about it, I was like, oh snap, and then I was like, you know what? I got proven wrong with that, with the RoboCop movie on Netflix. I know for some of y'all RoboCop fans, I probably caused some of you old school RoboCop fans, I probably caused a little blasphemy doing that. But guess what? It was a good movie.
It wasn't the first RoboCop. There was a lot of missteps, but it was a good movie.
It was a good movie,
it made it somewhat. I mean, it could have been more relevant, but
it took some of the themes. Mm-hmm. And it modernized them, and that's what you're gonna. Hey, that's what you expect with a reboot.
For a different time, because Big Trouble in Little China is of its era. It's an 80s movie through and through. Yes. Yeah. If you showed it to somebody who didn't know it, but knew a lot of the 80s tropes, they would say this is an 80s movie. Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah, Heck, if you show the kid this. So they would be like, that's
new. 80s.
It's 80s.
My kids would be like, Dad, is this from the 80s again?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Go for it.
And there has been some information released on, there has been pretty much, they haven't had a director yet. And honestly, I do hope with directors, this is who I hope they get made for directors and
now,
film
our
dream directors. Okay. Laser Unicorns should be
Laser
number
Unicorns.
one because they would ramp up that you seen it on Kung Fury.
Yeah.
They can do
I think with
the
a budget and with the the crew behind them, they could do some amazing
visuals because Big Trouble in Little China is known for its amazing visuals.
Yeah, and they better not scale back on the visuals.
Oh no,
in the bizarre factor.
It better not look like some mummy. It better not look like no Steven Summers mummy bullshit.
It needs to look unique and crazy.
And then another dream director would be Guillermo del Toro because he could play up the weirdness factor of the mythological world.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro. Yeah,
And,
I mean Hellboy, Pan's Labyrinth.
Come on,
Big Trouble in Little China.
Pacific
Come on.
Rim. Yeah,
Pacific Rim.
And then last but not least, if you couldn't get Laser Unicorns or even Guillermo del Toro,
Guillermo.
I say Guillermo. I'm messing up the man's name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Last but not least, as dream director, Kevin, the director of Mortal Kombat Legacy. Kevin.
Interesting. I don't know his name.
It's Trachion or something like that.
Yeah, close enough.
I know. We'll probably get corrected on the comments.
You're in the ballpark, so I don't even know his name.
But pretty much, he would be a good director because he's had experience with combining the contemporary world with the mythological. I mean, heck, that's what Mortal Kombat is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would. I would definitely. Yeah, I didn't even think about him. He's a good director. And I'm just hung up on Guillermo del Toro or Laser. Well, not or Laser Unicorn.
Hey, you put them folks together. The movie game is shut down. You might as well just. You might as well just call it a rap Hollywood.
Just stop making movies.
Just stop making movies because that'd be the only one everybody be watching. You put all them fools together.
Wow. So they got The Rock.
Yes.
Now, some more from the wacky. From the wacky
world of professional wrestling.
Now, before I start this, I just want to tell his brother, I doubt if he's listening, but he might one day. We're sorry. Okay.
We really are, man. We really are.
Our next topic, because you've been doing your thing in WWE, but this is wild. Okay, so July 4th in Japan, live on WWE Network, WWE is doing a show. They're running a show there in Japan. Now, here's the card. Okay, pretty simple card so far. It's nothing that sticks out. There's some great matches. We've got for the NXT title match, and the Ice Cream Man is you probably hear that in the background. Whatever, we gonna roll with it.
Who knows? He might stop and provide his own perspective too by giving us some ice cream.
While giving us some inexplicably with Sonic ice cream, that damn Ghostbusters, that Pink Panther with the melted eyeballs. Damn, man. Because Slimer has not been in the public eye for quite some time. Why are they still selling Slimer the real Ghostbusters ice cream? That shit is 15 years old. I'm telling you right now. But I digress. The card at the July 4th show in Japan. For the NXT title, gonna have Finn Balor, Kevin Owens. Both of them are like really huge right now.
They
Kevin Owens killed it, and wow.
Yes.
I'm not a big Kevin Owens fan, but
those are few of the names from NXT that are like they're trying to bring. No, they are bringing to the main roster.
Yeah, they're coming up to the main roster. Then you got a Divas title match: Paige versus Naomi versus Nikki Bella. I'm Paige. I'm not gonna even talk about Paige. Naomi, Nikki Bella. I'm not a big fan of either of the Bellas, but I'm a bigger fan of the one who's with Daniel Bryan. Then we have Chris Jericho versus Adrian Neville. That one's cool. Just on a side note, the day before, the match I really want to see is Chris Jericho versus Finn Balor. Damn,
ooh, that's gonna be.
Damn, they're gonna blow the roof off the damn place.
They gonna take it. They're gonna take it all the way to Stank on you with that match.
Then we have John Cena and Dolph Ziggler versus Kane and King Barrett. If I had there's no more of a groan worthy match to me than that.
That's like a wah.
And it's a shame that Dolph Ziggler has to get put in that shit. Then we have the Lucha Dragons versus Los Matadores. And, in case you forgot that there's tag teams in WWE, you got that.
Then
both of them are gimmicky tag teams. Both of them got outfits and gimmick tag teams. I call them action figure tag teams.
It's pretty much going to be WWE doing AAA with that one.
They're going to try their own lucha thing.
Yeah, they gonna try. They gonna be. I think they're still trying to get at Lucha Underground.
Watch out, Lucha Underground. We got a shitty tag match for you.
And we coming for you.
We coming for you. And then we got a tag team title match: Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, known to the internet as the Masters of the Universe at one point. Too bad that name couldn't get over. Versus the New Day, who are the champions. I don't want to go into a New Day rant.
Yeah,
just know that there is a New Day rant in there somewhere. But speaking of the New Day, all these are pretty much your regular. These are pretty much whatever matches, standard WWE pay-per-view or show. Not a pay-per-view, it's just a show that's going to air on network. Pretty standard stuff. But there's one match. I don't think it's even the main event. But it's one match that just sticks out like a sore thumb. And when they released the graphic for it, people were asking, were they trolling? Was this a screenshot from WWE 2K15 Universe Mode? That's why I think who booked this match. We have... I just can't get my head around it. Nick, tell us what this match is, man.
Okay. Well, woo! Because I'm trying to hold the laughter back behind this one, but pretty much it's Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston, man.
Yeah,
so
pretty much our boy Kofi might be having a permanent residency in Suplex City.
He might retire in Suplex City. Damn, man. I mean,
and like.
It's weird. It's just a weird match.
Yeah, y'all. Because when you look at that picture, you're just like, ooh, man, y'all some savages for real.
Kofi's gonna get Kofi. Kofi is gonna get fed.
Yes.
That's the general reaction.
That's the general reaction. A lot of people, especially smarts, we just see this as, oh man, Brock Lesnar just gonna be F5 in the hell at this dude, suplexing the shit out of him.
Kofi gonna die.
He might clean house with the New Day. You know what I'm saying?
It basically doesn't end well for the brothers.
It doesn't end well for the brothers. I mean, wow, the unfortunate implications of that.
Yeah, him beating the shit out of... Because the sad part is, the New Day kind of got together after they got the shit beat out of them by, not Kozlov, who's the new Russian?
Oh, Rusev.
He beat the shit out of all of them, and they never really got revenge.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So it's like, so let's feed him to Brock.
Yeah, let's feed him to Brock, because we know the crowd gonna love that.
Now, some good things about this match. It seems like an NXT kind of thing, with you just put book two dudes to go. No story, none of that. And I think that's a cool thing. But some people are saying that he's gonna get injured. There's gonna be an injury angle, and then there's the real guy he's supposed to fight. I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, because even though this is a strange kind of matchup, I am curious to see what they're gonna what's gonna happen, how they work together. Because Kofi, there have been times where Kofi has actually won clean against people you wouldn't expect him to win against, and it just be impressive to see if. Knowing how athletic Kofi is, you've seen his Royal Rumble. You've seen the Royal Rumble.
He's become the Royal Rumble guy.
Like, I'm curious to see if Brock try to suplex him or F5 him,
what Kofi's gonna do? Yeah. And I think now we all know how it ends. Kofi, there's no way in hell Kofi gets that win, but it'll be cool if they can put on a good match and just make Kofi look better and impress people. Yeah. Just don't let Brock squash.
Yeah, let's not.
And Kofi's been there for years.
Yeah, let's not waste the.
Kofi's been there for years.
Yeah.
So that's our WWE thing. Now we've had a little bit of fun at Kofi's expense. Sorry, Kofi.
We wish you good luck, brother.
Now we got to round this out with more Marvel news. I told you it's gonna be a Marvel-centric episode.
More Marvel, more problems.
More Marvel, more problems. But this isn't a problem.
But this could possibly be a really good thing for Marvel.
I think there's internal problems.
Yes.
So, basically, the showrunners of Marvel TV, that's basically your ABC television and of course Netflix, they're wanting more crossover within MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the Marvel TV properties.
Which makes sense.
I think, it makes perfect sense. I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they get scraps.
Yeah.
You know, and it generates interest for 2 episodes,
and then all of a sudden, yeah,
and you just know it. You know, they're doing the Inhumans thing, and we know that it's not gonna, you know,
it's not really gonna have
an impact.
Yeah, it's not, especially when the Inhumans movie actually come out.
Now that said, a friend of mine said that, hey, you are aware that Black Bolt and all those characters, they don't represent the whole of the Inhumans. They are just the royal family, so that's the little back door they can have in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so yeah. Now, some of the big things, you know, some of the bigger points that have been just kind of thrown around is a Hulk prequel show on Netflix, and I think
hell to the no.
We
don't want no Marvel. Stop making the same mistake that Star Wars was doing.
We don't
want a prequel. No.
Yeah. And you know, you can put a bunch of cute little references in, and
it's just gonna be bad. Like Marvel, give us a She-Hulk spin-off. Give us a She-Hulk show. Yeah. And you know what? A She-Hulk show would be perfect on Netflix. Cause guess what? She's down with most of those characters.
And you can put Mark Ruffalo in it.
I mean,
to show the setup.
Yes. Or then even have her have an episode with Daredevil.
And he's a great the lawyer thing. You know, and he's a great actor. It's just I don't want to see Mark Ruffalo in the show.
Yeah, and especially
as Banner mostly.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to see Banner the TV show.
So
man.
that one hopefully they just
y'all
boot that one
scrap
out.
that one.
Then was it ABC Family is with Kamala Khan?
Yes, Kamala Khan, and I think the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel thing that would be a good look for the struggle X-Men known as the Inhumans. Because by far Kamala Khan she could be the face, and she's the most popular Inhuman. You know, right as of this moment. I know everybody gonna be like, but what about Scott? No, Y'all can go to the left like Beyonce with that one, okay? It's all about Kamala Khan.
And you know, and people that want to decry PC. I don't want to go into a rant on that, but every time there's a character that's of a different culture, I notice how PC.
Yeah, people want to throw the PC thing up.
First off, remove head from ass.
Yes.
Put Miss Marvel book in hands.
Yes.
Open book, read it, and learn something.
Yeah.
It's a charming book.
It's really
charming, and it's a fun book. And I love seeing another culture being represented. A lot of people think that it's propaganda. No, it's not.
It's not.
Just get your head out of your ass.
They're trying to show, because with Kamala Khan, they're showing a different perspective on Muslim Americans. Mm-hmm. Because for so long we've just seen all these stereotypes.
And Kamala, and I love her struggles.
Yes.
I love her struggles. I like when she initially got her powers and she kind of turned into Miss Marvel, and it was like, oh, that's a no-go with that revealing outfit. And it was cool. And then her personal life, you know, and how that affect. It's just it'd be a great show. Fun. It'd be fun, and there's a reason why people support Kamala Khan, and you know that's cool. Now, Netflix is just really vocal, and I think Daredevil definitely raised their
stocks. They raised their asking price.
Yeah.
They like, Marvel, so come on.
Yeah. About them characters that, you know. So, Netflix, they're thinking about exclusive movies for characters like Black Widow or Hawkeye, and
I think it's a good idea.
Maybe not Hawkeye.
Yeah, because y'all...
Now, believe it or not, DYoungPromos has not seen Age of Ultron yet.
No, it's blasphemy, people.
So I will
watch it.
So I can see the thing that they could explore in the Hawkeye show. I'm trying to non-spoiler for Nick here. I can see what they go off on, but I don't want to see that. So that's Hawkeye. Whatever. Black Widow, she's deserving. Don't get us wrong, she's deserving. Scarlett Johansson is definitely deserving because, come on, she's paid her dues and she's been in everybody else's movie.
Yeah.
But it's just Black Widow doesn't really have a rogues gallery. She's always been a supporting character.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part in the comics, but now, because of the Avenger film,
she can get the Netflix.
You know, it's like her that character's stock is up.
Yeah.
I mean, you see her now. You know, you see her with a lot of the major tier characters of Marvel, and heck, ScarJo, she's been giving signs that she wants She's been giving signs that she wants more with the character. I mean, you saw the SNL skit.
SNL was pretty direct. Yeah.
As I said, she was giving you Ray-Bans, Marvel.
That was shade. That was straight shade. So yeah, and Netflix wants, movies with those characters. And then I think the big one that they're not subtle about this. What's that, Nick?
Doctor Strange.
Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch.
And which is a smart move because hey, Benedict Cumberbatch
is hot.
He's hot. And
pause.
He's
hot.
Pause. But you just need to go on Netflix if they still have the show on there. Go to Hastings somewhere. Rent Sherlock, cause that's what BBC Sherlock. That's what he's on, and that show's FLEEK appeal is over 9,000. But
yes,
let's get to more about Doctor Strange.
What do they want to make?
They want him to be doing guest spots on Netflix Defenders.
Now, it makes sense.
It makes sense because Doctor Strange in the comics, he's one of the founding members. Or non-members, because that team is weird like that. Of the Defenders. But also, he was involved with the new Avengers that feature Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. So yeah, that having him crossover would make sense.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, and we know we know because I mean, come on, he's gonna get a movie, so it's not gonna be like he's gonna be every episode for spending half the time on screen. No, but definitely a support role just to make it more cohesive, the MCU. And then Netflix already has plans for Daredevil and Jessica Jones to cross over heavy. They've even said that there's gonna be some heavy crossover there. And that makes sense. That just makes sense, especially if you've read the books. Yeah, she has dealings with Daredevil, and it's just going to be. And come on, they want to keep Daredevil in our minds until season 2. And I'm sure when they jump on further to Iron Fist and Luke Cage, everybody's going to be in everybody's stuff ready for the Defenders. So Netflix definitely has a plan on that. And the next characters.
Well, it's funny because we can stem this off of Doctor Strange. Honestly, Marvel with Doctor Strange, let's not do any of the let's not try to do any of the Arthur C. Clarke's third law like Thor. Let's just go strictly supernatural with it. Let's go strictly supernatural with it, especially since you got Blade and Ghost Rider back in the forefront.
And Punisher. I mean, it's funny because as soon as everybody finished watching Daredevil, the Punisher was the next name that was mentioned instantly. Everybody was like, Punisher can happen. Punisher can happen.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be R-rated.
Yeah, it doesn't have
like
to be.
Like we said before, it can be, Punisher, Blade, Ghost Rider, perfect properties for Netflix. Ghost Rider might cost a little bit more, but it'll work. It can work. The Marvel Knights basically.
Oh yeah, most of Marvel anything Marvel Knights, because I mean they even mentioned Cloak and Dagger up in that arc. I'm like, seems like Netflix about to be Netflix about to be Marvel Knights Central.
And I don't mind that at all. And but the problem is you got guys like Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios in particular.
They got their noses up in the air about this. We don't want this happening.
It's a necessary evil dealing with Marvel TV.
No,
shut up.
It ain't no. Look
now. Let's give Kevin Feige his respect because he has been.
We'll give you respect, and don't worry. I'm not gonna call you that word because hey. You did a lot for Marvel, and you did a lot for the MCU. But you gotta look at it like this: your main competition, and don't sit there saying that DC ain't your competition. They are.
Oh yeah, they know.
They're murdering, like we said in that first podcast. They're killing it on TV tip. In Marvel, you got to do it too. You have to. This ain't, and don't consider this a necessary, even though it is a necessity.
I think to take everything to the next level.
Yes, and Marvel, you pull that trigger.
I'm just waiting for them to do something different.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've said it before, so I don't want to repeat it, at great length, but we got to get past the TV and movie actor thing.
Yeah. And y'all talk about all new, all different. Blam. There you go.
Try to get people wrapped into the universe like what they do in comics. It's gonna be different. There might be some failures. You might have to do it a little differently along the way, but I think it can work.
Yeah.
I think Netflix and the TV showrunners are in the right for wanting more crossovers.
And they should keep asking.
Yeah, they should keep asking and keep leveraging.
They didn't. Because let's be real. They didn't have to take any of those characters and put them on their channel. They could have went to any other comic book company.
Shit, let's face it.
Just think of Marvel.
Netflix was pimping. They've been pimping House of Cards and Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah.
So I mean, they and Sense8 now. Yep. I've yet to watch that, so I'm not gonna put it over too much. But yeah, so that's Marvel. Like I said, it's Marvel centric. Now, I have personally been excited. Guess what, man? We've got some, not viewer mail, but no, we have viewer responses, and these are all generated from YouTube, and I'm going to read these real quick. Now, one of them is definitely someone we know, from Matt Hasso. You might know him from, if you don't, check it out. He has a show on YouTube called Fanboy Junction, and I've actually made an appearance on that show a few times. Yeah. Fun times. He's put up, he posted some questions. One, he says, why isn't there a video of you guys talking? Show your pretty selves. Well, Matt, thank you. Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Just right now, now, we got to get the tech for it, man.
Yeah, we got to get the tech.
And,
and then see, we also know that we both know, our FLEEK appeal is just our FLEEK appeal is so dangerous that people might not be able to handle it.
So yeah, we just give you the voice right now.
Yeah, we give you the voice,
Yeah, with the video, it's just gonna seal the deal, and that's gonna be it, man.
It's gonna be it.
But yeah, and then for the technical aspect, we don't really have the tech just yet. I have some Canon. I have a Canon 60D, but since this is an hour-long show, those stop after 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So that just kind of sucks.
We
can't do that right now, but it's on its way.
It's on
happening.
Its way. Yeah.
It's happening. It's gonna happen soon, especially if we start hitting up conventions.
Oh yeah.
We're definitely gonna do some video stuff. Then from Nothun 100, give us some love. He has actually a couple comments. First off, give us some love. Good stuff, guys. Keep it up. Hey, Nothun 100, thank you, man. We appreciate
seriously,
that.
Thank you. Round of applause to you, brother.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
And hey, we appreciate you watching. You could be listening to anything out there right now. You listen to us.
You listen to us.
That's an hour of your life, and we appreciate that, man. Seriously. Also from Matt Hasso, keep it up. When are you gonna start having guests? LOL. We're gonna have some guests pretty soon. Let's get into the groove with just us first.
And then we'll start. Once we are a bit more established, we will have some more guests.
And we even have a title, Geeks on Fleek plus one. Or however many is on there. Geeks on Fleek plus one. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say you'll definitely be a guest. Definitely going to be a guest. Now, Matt also has more of a lengthy post. And he says, the only thing I have to say about... And this was... What is this in... Okay, I'll just read it. The only thing I have to say about DC being proud about their TV properties from the onset is that until The Flash, they never named a show after a character. Mm-hmm. Arrow instead of Green Arrow, Smallville instead of Superboy.
That's a good point.
Anyway, DC is killing it on TV, and hopefully Netflix's Marvel stuff will give it a run for its money because AOS ain't cutting it. So, shots fired! So, thanks for that, Matt. We appreciate it, and yeah, we pretty much agree with
Yeah.
Also from Nothun 100, this is in response to episode 2. He says, they say, I don't know if male or female, I didn't click on it and see, but I think Rocksteady and Bebop will be human first, then mutate. I have to do my homework a little more, but I think this is what I read.
which makes sense.
That's the case. Yeah.
It's definitely the case.
I was a little concerned because on the picture, I just put a picture of the cartoon Bebop and Rocksteady and the picture of who's playing Bebop.
Oh, Gary Anthony Williams.
Yeah, Gary Anthony Williams and Sheamus. I didn't put a picture. Now, the picture that leaked is actually, and there's two pictures. There's a picture of Gary Anthony Williams dressed in character as human Bebop. So, yeah, they're definitely going to be human. It's just, and then there's the picture of Sheamus and Gary. I didn't want to use that picture because just copyright clearances, and the last thing I want is copyright strikes getting screwed. Yeah. Because that just totally guts the episode. Because when you get a copyright strike, you lose like a length of time that you can upload. And I don't think we can do this in 15 minutes. So they're definitely going to be human first, and then they're going to mutate. So definitely, we're going to see human Bebop Rocksteady complete with the purple mohawk for Bebop.
Yep.
So yeah, no doubt. Once again, thanks for that, Nohoon. And then from David L. Boynton, hope I'm saying that right. He posts Italian Spider-Man, and this is in response to episode 2. We were a little hung up on what came first, chicken or the egg. No, what came first?
I was Danger 5. Yeah, Danger 5 or Kung Fury. I was more kind of somewhat hung up because I saw that, hey, I was hype on Kung Fury, and I was a little worried that people might try to think it was a ripoff or something, and that they would try to. They would lose as much of deserved viewership, but GDX stopped me in time
because I wasn't sure. Yeah. But that said, but when we weren't saying that we weren't bringing up which one came first as a knock on either one.
No. They're both great properties, and hey, it was probably like we said in that podcast episode. It was maybe a case of great minds thinking alike.
Definitely. So David responded with Italian Spider-Man and Danger 5 was first. Gags from both Alrugo Productions are directly copied. Definitely check out Italian Spider-Man if you haven't seen it. We will both definitely check out Italian Spider-Man. I think I saw it. It was really weird. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look that back up. It might not be as weird as Turkish Star Wars, but but yeah, we'll definitely check that out. Thanks for giving us that info. DYoungPromos looked it up, and yeah, they did. They did come out first, but we enjoyed both of them.
And as I said, just that for anybody that haven't seen those two things, Kung Fury and Danger 5,
watch them.
Dedicate a night to them.
Woo, man, we went in. We're over an hour, but that's not expected. It was expected. We had a lot to cover, lots of stuff, a lot of stuff from Marvel this week. As always, we're gonna hit you up next week on Monday.
Yep.
All right, thank you very much for tuning in and turning up to the Young Brothers. Wait a minute, no, let's run this back. Allow us to reintroduce ourselves. I'm GEEKS.
And I'm DRASTIC,
collectively known as the Young Brothers.
And that's Geeks on FLEEK.
Woo! Peace!
Deuces.